Aloha friends, welcome to my channel. This is Shamansi. Alrighty, happy new moon for those of you that are watching this around the time that it's posted. We have had a lot of collective purging going on, and this is like, they're telling me like to the depths, like the deepest, darkest things that you probably didn't even realize were there, and collectively just what's going on around the world. So much has shifted and lifted in the last couple weeks, from the last full moon to now the new moon coming up. And this message is timeless. So for those of you who aren't watching it when it's posted, know that it's within the last moon cycle that this energy would have shifted for you, from really like purging, going into the depths, a lot of purification. So you may have had like some symptoms of like flu-like symptoms or purging symptoms, just basically your body rejecting anything that's coming up that needed to be let go of. A lot of purification in the throat and third eye, they're telling me. So possibly some headaches, sore throats, cough, lots of different energies moving. Now, this new moon is fast forward. They're telling me it's fast forward. I can't even say it the way that they say it. Okay, let me just bring that back. It's moving us into fast forward motion, right? There's this energy coming in with the Chinese New Year and the astrology of the fire horse coming in and taking action, taking into, they're telling me flight, and I know it doesn't feel like flight, but it's like things are going to start moving so fast. So for those of you who have been experiencing long wait times or have been growing through things for a long time, it just feels really stretched out. You may be stretched to your most thin right now, like you've really grown through it and have experienced a lot. This is going to, this acceleration into the year of the fire horse is going to, well, first, thank you, starting off with the new moon, is going to start to, things are going to start moving very, very, very fast. Like there's going to be timeline jumping, quantum leaping, lots of energy moving, no longer connected as a collective to the density, they're telling me, but more tuning into the good things, the things that bring joy and peace and love and just these higher vibrational frequencies that are ready to, they're showing me like this, like they're radiating out or multiplying out through the collective. So no more holding on to those, the programming of separation, of pulling us apart, or they're telling me there's another word besides programming. It'll come to me. And anyway, no more of that. Shifting into higher timelines where we're coming together, we're uniting, we're collaborating, we are freeing ourselves from judgment, from criticism, from the lack of authenticity, freeing yourselves from the lack of authenticity. It's like there for a while, and I just noticed this today, right? I was looking at my car and the color of it and how it blends in with every other car on the road, and I had this like thought about, well, yeah, but when I got it, I didn't want to stand out. I wanted to just blend in. I didn't want to be that person that was like, oh, there goes Shamansi. I know that's her car. It's very, unique. Because there was this energy of like needing to blend in or not be seen, and that chameleon type energy of protection and safety, I guess. And they're saying that is shifting for a lot of people. Now we're going to start to see, see people standing in their light, being unique, being authentic, being eccentric, weird, all the good stuff that makes us who we are. And it's going to take a lot of us back into our inner child, back into the expression of the inner child, and being able to connect with our little self so that we can reconnect to the broad spectrum of imagination, of play, of just overall joy. So lots of good things coming in. This is going to be a silent reading for the new moon. I'm enjoying doing these silent oracle readings. There are some telepathic messages that come through, and I do always post a follow-up later for any other messages that want to be delivered. The follow-ups don't always have, or don't have all of the information that comes out in the silent and telepathic, so you do want to make sure to not just wait for that follow-up, right? Like, connect here telepathically, intuitively, feel what comes through for you. It's time that we all get into this energy of rising and tapping into our intuition and connecting and receiving these downloads and getting the answers from our highest self, like we do for our inner child. So all right, that being said, you have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. They will go in sequential order. Timestamps will be in the description. Thank you all for tuning in. And special thank you to all of the guides that come through every time during these messages to connect with my guides, to relay messages, to provide healing transmissions or activations. Just a moment of deep appreciation for that. Alrighty, I will start off with pile number 1. Timestamps for the other 2 will be in the description. Alright, y'all, just a quick recap of what came through. So things are harmonizing right now. You have the power of 3 here with this first card. Again, the power of 3 came through with the 3 figures here in the nature. You can go back and look at the original video. There's a close-up of that. And the energy shifting from this darkness, right? Like this energy of just everything being so dark and just having these little bubbles of light to light the way, to stepping through this portal. And this portal here looks a lot like this portal here. It's like you shifted and moved through that darkness, and the collective energy that was connected to it, the world shadow, is now receiving light from all angles. It's coming in from every direction, and this is you fully stepping into your magic, coming out of it in your personal power, determined, focused. They're saying take time to slow down, calm your mind, unlock the magic within. So like the creating an altar, spending time in silence, and slow down. Slow down really is disconnect, right? What keeps us moving so fast is the instant gratification, the connection to everything outside of ourselves. So when you're slowing down and connecting back down with Mother Gaia, getting into silence and in that quiet space is where you're going to be able to fully step into your power and come out of those shadows. So I believe that is all. There were a lot more messages that came through telepathically. So if you haven't watched the telepathic reading, go back and do that. All right, I think that is all for this quick little synopsis. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, adios. Alrighty, welcome back to those of you who chose pile number 2 for the silent oracle reading. Alright, so the one thing that kept coming through was this energy of the double helix. It came through in 3 different cards. So there is a DNA upgrade that's happening through your star ancestry. And right now it may feel like shadow. It may feel like things are being uprooted, like the winds of change have come in, or things are falling apart. But there is this energy of getting past boundaries, seeing what else is out there. So there is some unlearning that needs to be had, some letting go. There was also a little bit of black magic in the sense of negativity, just negativity being put upon you, saying like you can't do this or you'll never be good at that. It's black magic at its simplest form is somebody saying that you can't do something or you won't be able to do something or you don't have it in you. Just speaking negatively to you is the simplest form of black energy, and you can actually do this to yourself is what they're telling me. So some of this may be negative self-talk, feeling like you can't get through this, like things are being uprooted and changed again. And the way to move through it is to burn those thoughts out of your head. This fire is like lighting around her head, and she's just fully embracing in her primal nature. And it's the energy of getting back into the flow of things and letting go of the shadow, harmonizing. Thank you. Harmonizing the shadow. That's why there was so much like circular motion that came in through the energy of these cards. A lot more messages came through telepathically, so do connect and take the time to listen and connect with that. You can take the time with each card, pause, screenshot, do what you got to do. Last thing was fully what's happening through all of this shadow work, and it is going to feel like shadow for a little while for y'all with this new moon, or from about the time that you see this, if you don't see it in and around the time that I post it, from the time that you see this as a timeless message through about the next 2 to 3 weeks, there's going to be this energy of like a push for you to emerge as your most authentic self, like stepping out of who you were and who you thought you might be. And there's this stretch that's happening, so it may feel uncomfortable, like growing pains, you know, when you're growing as a child and you have those pains of your bones growing, or you know, you're getting taller, things are shifting in your body. You may be feeling that as well with this. So just know that there is a lot happening. My advice is to make sure that you're giving yourself a little extra loving in the next few weeks. Take care of yourself, love on yourself, speak words of affirmation into yourself. And through this shadow, a new you is emerging. So alrighty, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, adios. All right, y'all, welcome back to those of you who chose pile number 3. This is the quick synopsis. First things first, this pile feels very ungrounded. There's a lot of energy moving, and although it feels good to be in the higher vibrations, there's some energy of needing to come back down to connect with your deep subconscious, right? That's where the dream work came out. Disconnecting, being in water. Water is going to help purge some of these emotions that you're moving through. I feel for some of you, it's like a lost love or a love that hasn't come in yet. And there's some longing or feeling like it's not going to happen. And that's why they're saying love never ends. Things will shift and move with time. And so they're saying be open to possibilities. There's, it's interesting because this is the first time through all 3 piles, silent, and then the reviews, I haven't had any issues with the camera. And for this pile, every card was super blurry. And I asked, what's going on with the focus? Why does it keep going in and out? Why is it blurry? And it says, because you're not seeing things straight right now. You're seeing things, some of you are seeing things through rose-colored glasses. Others of you are seeing things through negativity, and it's like it's clouding your vision. So that's why they're saying reconnect with Mama Earth and celebrate the growth and breakthroughs is celebrating the little things, celebrating seeing the stars in the night sky, right? Seeing a clear sky. Celebrate coming across some flowers on a walk. Celebrate being able to remember your dream when you rise up in the AM, and connect with the angels. Connect with the angels. They are here to help you through this time. I feel like there's some purging that needs to be had, and perhaps you are not aware that you needed to purge, and maybe even not that. Maybe you're aware that you need a purge, but you just don't know what, and you're trying too hard to figure it out, to see things clearly, to focus and zoom in. And they're saying, no, zoom out. You don't have to know everything completely. You can zoom out, connect specifically with Archangel Metatron, to see the big picture, see things from a much higher perspective, and set no limits. There are no limits. So free yourself from feeling like if it doesn't happen now, it's never going to happen, or maybe you lost somebody, you're going through a breakup and you're like, I'm never going to get through this. There's this energy of like skepticism and just overall negativity that's coming through with this pile. And I think I know, thank you, Spirit keeps correcting me. I know that they're telling you to tap out of that and know that love never dies, love never ends. It just shifts and evolves with us. So this for you is just part of the evolution, and likely part of the purge before we move into the year of the fire horse. So that is all I have for you for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time. Yes.